Hi, I'm Monique with your blog video for today. For the past few Sundays, I've had the opportunity to go to Stone Mountain Park. For many people, this is a great attraction to go to bring family members and friends. However, for others such as myself, this is a great place to work out. I've been taking my chances climbing up the mountain, and if anyone has been up the mountain, know it is definitely an experience. Each and every time I've gone up the mountain, I had an opportunity to think about certain things, especially about this phrase that I want to discuss with you today. And that phrase is, stay in your lane. Now, when most people hear that phrase, it's normally to tell someone else to mind their own business. However, I want to take a different spin to this phrase in regards to success. I want to share with you key points in regards to why you want to stay in your lane in order to get to the success that you're trying to attain. Now, the first key point that I want to bring to your attention as to why you want to stay in your lane is to first know what level you're on. Now, when I started at the base of the mountain, I realized this was my first time in doing something like this. This is a far different terrain than I'm used to. When I normally walk or run the mile and a half, I do it on a flat surface. However, I was going up a mountain, and I realized I had never done this before. So I wanted to take precaution and go my own pace. And as I started to do that and I got comfortable, I started noticing my different reactions and techniques that I started to do going up the mountain. Now, I paid attention to others that were far more advanced. You know, they were jumping on the rocks to go up the mountain. And I noticed that there were people that were at different levels. Now, the key thing into knowing your level is that I paid attention to how people weren't worried about what other people were doing. They did what they know to do that was comfortable for them so they can get to the top. Some people kept straight through, others stopped, to take time to catch their breath. But they were doing what they knew in order to get to the top of the mountain. Now, how do you compare that to success? Some people usually pay attention to what others do and they get distracted. So you want to know what level you are on. You want to be able to get the knowledge and the key things that you need so you can perfect it to get to that next stage in regards to going up the pathway of success. Now, the second thing I want to bring to your attention as to why you want to stay in your lane is to know that there are different paths that you can take. Now, when I was going up the mountain, I realized there was this yellow line that you can follow in order to get to the top. However, as I was following this yellow line, there were other people that started taking different paths. And I was like, wait a minute, there's this line that you can follow. At that point, I realized there were so many different alternatives that you can take in order to get to the top. Some of those alternatives or the pathway or trails were maybe a lot more easier than this yellow line. And then there were other paths that were maybe a little bit more of a challenge. Now, how do you relate that to success? Know that the path that you may start on may not be the same path that you would take to get to success lane. There will be different paths or alternatives that you may be able to take. You may start on one lane, however, there might be different challenges that you may be encounter or new innovative things that you can do that will lead you to different pathways. However, you must keep in mind that the end result is success. And the final key I want to bring to your attention as to why you should stay in your lane is to know, and this was the very key, know when it is your season. Some people get caught up in this lane and they become jealous and envious of someone else's success when it's their season, and they're wondering why they're not experiencing the same success. I've heard people grumble, I've been doing this for so many years and I see this person just starting out and they're experiencing all this tremendous results and I'm not seeing that same thing. I want you to really focus on this key point in regards to knowing your season. Number one, don't compare yourself to someone else because you don't know what they've been through. You don't know the challenges that they had to encounter. You might just be experiencing their breakthrough at the very moment. Another thing that you don't want to compare yourself, especially in knowing when your season is, is that they might be doing something that is innovative, that is needed for right now. You want to maybe take notes or take heed to what they're doing. You may want to even ask them what is allowing them to experience such great results. And it might be something you may want to consider and apply to your own self, or maybe you may need to take more heed to up your game to perfect your craft. And another thing is you want to congratulate the person in their season, because they have probably gone through so much hardship to get to where they are. And when your season comes, people will be happy in regards to your success, and may ask of you what you're doing that has made you so successful. Now, I was able to get to the top of the mountain and to enjoy the scenery and the landscape of Stone Mountain, and also able to see the Atlanta skyline. Now, everyone result is wanting to get to the top so they can enjoy the fruits of their labor, enjoy the landscape of their success. With that being said, I want to thank each of you for tuning into this blog video. If you would like more information about upcoming blog videos that we may have, or speaking engagements that we currently have scheduled, or if you would like for us to speak at an upcoming event that you may have, or you're interested in our life coaching sessions, please feel free to email us at info@borniiwin.com. And I want you to keep in mind of this quote: you have to take charge of your life today in order for you to see change for tomorrow. Have a great one.